G'day Fishos, Tony Bennett, Fish Camp Ski, Yarrawonga and Mulwala. Welcome back for another week of reports. I'm excited, Big Kev, that's about all I can say this week. Best fishing we've heard of for a long time here the last week. Whether it be barometer, moon, water temperature, whatever's coincided this week, fishing has been astronomical. Fishing anywhere else you'd be mad. Looking back, we'll start with the his and hers competition last weekend. We had 62 teams from all over the country. South Australia, Victoria, New South came here. The 62 teams, there was 33 teams that actually caught legal fish, an amazing return. Of those teams, there was 5 teams that caught over 10 fish for the weekend, up to Kev Wild and Amber Stone. They got 16 fish for the day, so magnificent effort. Winners there were Jack Pyle and Kate Small. It is an aggregate score, but part of their bag, Jack managed a beautiful 93 centimetre, about 5 minutes to go. Runner-up was Billy and Kim Dankett from Deniliquin, great couple, they were second. In third was Paulie Klein and his young daughter Chelsea, and great special mention to Chelsea too. She caught her first fish ever on the cast. I think Chelsea's about a 9-10-year-old little girl, beautiful, super effort. Another great result to come out of that weekend was Benny Sharp. Ben got an 85 centimetre in the his and hers, again fishing with his young daughter Madison. She got her first, I don't know if it was the first, but she got plenty of fish, casting and bait caster, so great stuff there. Madison, young Chelsea, there was a couple other young girls. Great effort, unbelievable returns for the his and hers, just about every team caught fish. Great stuff there. Looking back through the week, there's been a heap of fish reported. Staying on from the his and hers, Kev Wild, Amber Stone and Amber's father. I've forgotten the names there, I have been sent the reports, we've got that many this week. Received some great photos from them throughout the week, some great fish there, so well done to Kev, Amber and the crew. Young Clancy Lester last weekend from Numurkah, he was over here again, second week he's been over. He banged another half a dozen off the surface, so super effort, Clancy. There's a young fella here last weekend, Chris Zammett from the Greenvale Angling Club in Melbourne. Second cast in the morning, last Saturday morning, beautiful fish on a surface lure. That was a 109 centimetre to Chris Zammett, so great stuff, well done Chris. And beautiful photos there you'll see too. Last weekend also, just while we're talking about that meatery, I know of 4 others that were caught. Names and photographs escape us at the moment, but yeah, I have seen pictures and sort of haven't got my hands on them fully. Throughout the week, Pete Sandrell, lovely wife and kids. If I mention the kids and all their fish, there's a bag full of them. But they've had a super effort up the top end of the lake, sort of up the Everglades and the backwaters. They've got cod every day up to the 80 centimetres, and Pete was in yesterday to buy a new reel after being smashed to pieces by a big thing. So cheap gear doesn't pay off. And another young fella from Corowa who's just walked out, Mark Collier, 98 centimetre on a gidgee, 8 metre gidgee. That was on Tuesday, so beautiful effort. Chocolates and boiled lollies. We might start with the boiled lollies. They were awarded last Saturday. I won't go into too much detail. They did get awarded to the other side of this camera. Part of the reason being we're late with the report is the camera got wet. That's a small part. The stories, the lovely Vanessa got the boiled lollies. There was another report. We don't have another tin of boiled lollies, so I'll award the dirty jocks again. They will be a pair of dirty jocks about this big. Graham Jarvis, a little bit of a stuff up last weekend at a boat ramp. Anytime, mate, you've got to get a water skier to help you fix your trailer and boat, get it back on the ramp, you're in trouble, mate. So Jarvo, you've got the dirty jocks. This week, the chocolates. Normally, if there's 5 metres caught, there'd be a chocolates in there somewhere. 2 people, it's a tie this week, very hard to separate. Personally, I've had the pleasure of accompanying a young fella, Hugo Hesman. He's from the Netherlands. Young Dutch fella came to Australia, mad on his fishing. Arrived here, I had the pleasure of looking after him for 4 days. The first day we went out, we got 4 fish, just casting through the day, super hot day. But where he gains the chocolates. 2 days ago, you look out here, Mulwala, probably reinvented the wheel a little bit. He's decided to surface fish through the day, 12:30 and 1 o'clock. During the afternoon, he's got a 73 and a 75 centimetre off the top. So super effort there. So Hugo, you've got half the chocolate, mates, but you've got to share them. Talk about this young lady a little bit, Danica Robertson. Had the pleasure of taking her and the boyfriend Marshall out last night. Last night she managed a 90 centimetre off the top, wonderful effort. The night before, her and Marshall, she got a 94 centimetre. So not a bad effort for a young girl. Her last 2 fish off the surface, 90 and 94 centimetres. So wonderful effort. Hugo and Danica, this week you get to share the chocolate. So well done. The outlook, the weather, this weekend, it's a long weekend, so hopefully see plenty of you here. Saturday's looking good. Sunday afternoon, the weather looks like it's starting to turn a bit shitty with a bit more wind. So Saturday afternoon certainly is the time to be here. Get into it. And finally, this week, lures, specials this week. We've just got a big shipment of the tailor-mades come in. Got 10% off those. Two sizes, you've got the cod wallopers and the large surface breakers. So there you go, the tailor-mades, 10% off all those. Massive supply. Something new in store, just turned up yesterday afternoon. Beautiful looking lure there from Edge Lures. They're called the rat bag. So they're a wake bait, wonderful looking lure. Sure they'll go really quick. What else have we got? Again, turned up this week. Got the Coolabung wake snakes and the cod crackers. The cod cracker last night, that was responsible for Danika's 90. So yeah, great range of those back in store, the Coolabung wake snakes and the cod crackers. Get hold of those. Last but not least, got these in 3 sizes. Again, turned up last week, the Gidgee wake baits. So have a look at those. Got the 170, 130, and the smaller one. Been catching plenty of fish. Huge supply, but if you want them, get in quick. We do online orders. Ring up with your credit card. Be hot to trot. But anyway, magnificent Mulwala, fishing wonderfully. Do yourself a favour, get yourself here. Until next week, happy fishing.